Philadelphia, Pennsylvania may not be the first place you think about when you think of high-tech, energy-efficient housing, but there are some amazing things going on right here on the northeast side of Philly. And thanks to the vision of some local developers who wanted to build affordable, sustainable urban housing just like this one, Philly could become a model for urban centers all across the country. Located in the hipster transitioning neighborhood of East Kensington, PostGreen's 100K house is modern, spacious, and chock full of features that earned it GreenBuilding's highest certification, Platinum. And oh yeah, it cost only $100,000 to build.
Green building, in its essence, is, it's nice. It's saving the world, sure, it's doing nice things for the planet, but in its final moment, it's all about what's in your wallet.
Nick Darling is co-founder of PostGreen Homes, a developer in the city of brotherly love. He says the goal was to build a 1,000 square foot green home for $100 a square foot, and to sell it at a price that he and his friends could afford. Tell me about the 100K house. It has a great name, but it may lead people to believe that the house only costs $100,000 to buy, but that's not the case.
That isn't the case. The 100K house came from this idea that we wanted to try to build a LEED home for $100,000 in hard construction costs, meaning just labor and materials. You still have land, architecture fees, et cetera, and hopefully a little profit for us in the end.
After choosing East Kensington for its affordability and proximity to public transportation, PostGreen took an engineering approach to building the house, simply searching for the most efficient way to build the most efficient house. But doing so meant some tough choices.
Anytime we make a choice to spend more money, rather than spend it in a fancy recycled countertop or other sort of recycled material, we're going to put that money into the walls and the windows and the stuff that the occupant can't change easily in the future. Build performance into the house, and then you worry about your finishes later.
Number one on PostGreen's to-do list, controlling indoor temperatures. To accomplish this, PostGreen creates a Ziploc bag effect around the house, using structurally insulated panels and thick casement windows. To keep costs down and efficiency up, the 100K house uses no HVAC system. Instead, a 97% efficient split ductless system takes care of the heating and cooling, and an ERV system exchanges air from outside with air from inside. At 100K, a basement is not in the budget, so instead, the house is built on concrete slab. But even this is turned into a green positive. While bikes must hang from the stairs, radiant coils are built into the floor, which heat the concrete, which in turn heats the entire house. Add in a one-zone open floor plan and an assortment of energy-efficient appliances, and you're well on your way to an urban oasis that is affordable, desirable, and LEED Platinum green.
We fight about the heat less.
Courtney and Chad Ludman are also co-founders of PostGreen, and they're also clients. They're the first to live in the 100K house.
For the most part, it's like living in any normal house. We don't really do that much different. We do some things slightly different, such as we have solar thermal to heat our hot water, so we think a little bit more about when we take a shower, when we run the dishwasher, in order to take advantage of when the sun is actually heating the water.
The second floor features 2 bedrooms, one for baby, and across the hall, another for mom and dad. There's no third level. PostGreen believes an extra floor promotes the wrong kind of green.
A lot of developers want to build that third floor. They call it the money floor. That's where you get your extra square footage, you can charge more for it, and it's cheap to build. We took it a different tack. We said, well, it's cheap to build, but it's expensive to heat and cool. So let's create a home that's smaller, more compact, and more efficient.
PostGreen has found their niche, and demand is high. It's building 40 more sustainable homes throughout Philadelphia in the next 2 years, and calls are coming from all across the country. The attraction? It's all about the green. So tell me how the utilities stack up in a home like this as opposed to a traditional home.
A home like this will use somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 50% of the utilities that a normal new construction home does. It will also be probably 3 times as better as an existing home. And that means we come out to about maybe 80, 90, 100 bucks a month total throughout the entire year.
Not bad, that's about half of mine right now.
And telling me.
Lou, PostGreen envisions a future post-green, where LEED certified building is so commonplace that there's no need to even call it green. Well, after seeing what they've accomplished in a short time here in Philly, one can imagine that future getting here a lot sooner than we think, with PostGreen leading the way.